How we doing? How we doing? Today is Thursday, February the 6th, 2024. Just doing a real estate tap-in with you for today. So, as you can see, the lovely weather. I was getting a little snow. But today, just really quick, I was watching something yesterday, like a YouTube video. I'll attach it to this. Melanie Wright. She's really good. She's a writer. She's worked in the mortgage industry. Has a lot of clients that have mortgages, and so she's behind the financing, behind the wall, so to speak, and sees a lot of the inside stuff. So based on this, what I saw yesterday, and I'll attach it. The housing shortage, when they talk about, we didn't build enough and things of that nature, she kind of disputes that, and she has a lot of information to back that up. There'll be two articles that will be in the video that I'm going to attach. The video that she did is only about 12 minutes long. It's a short video, but she's somebody that you may want to follow, if you're an investor or in real estate, or somebody, even if you're a buyer. She gives good insight, and she's not biased at all. She just really looks at the numbers. So I'm going to attach that. Follow her, and in that video she attaches two articles that talk about how it's really not a housing shortage. One of my earlier videos this week talked about how we have about 1 million homes that are in some form of foreclosure. About 800,000 of those seriously delinquent, up to, in a lot of cases, over 1,000 days behind. So a lot of times, with that being the case, those homes are not going to be worked out and fixed. What'll happen is that the banks will package those up and sell them off into a secondary market, and investors have the ability to buy those notes that the bank created. So that's one pool that has a lot of inventory that they're just not releasing, because if you do release those, it is going to drastically change the market. It's going to bring home values down, most likely, with that amount of supply coming to the market. And then also too, the articles talk about like how they look at the numbers to determine whether we're undersupplied or not. Also, a lot of builders, there's a lot of unsold inventory with builders because of the margins. They can't make the type of profits that they want with at the selling price, because they have to make a lot of accommodations. They have to buy down the rate, they have to put amenities in, they have to do a certain amount of incentives to get people to purchase these properties, to make it worth a buyer's, make it worth it for them to buy it. So when you factor in those things, and a lot of times, that's costing builders $25,000, $50,000, over $50,000 in incentives, and then you look at the sales price, they're really not selling it at, let's just say, $500,000. They're really selling it at $450,000 or $475,000 after they've done all of these accommodations, all of these incentives. And what does that profit margin look like based on what they had to build? So there's a lot of inventory out there across the country in different areas where they're just not finishing those houses to be sold. Don't know what they're going to do with them, but so to say that there's not enough supply out there is not necessarily true. It's like how much supply is out there that's actually affordable. I mean, there are people out there that are getting qualified for mortgages, but do they want to pay based on the interest rates now, what that payment is it something that they really can afford? I mean, if anything happens in your life, a lot of times it's going to really put you out of whack. I know one personal example, friend of my wife's, she was approved for well over $500,000, but they really don't want to spend that amount of money. They don't. It doesn't make sense for them to maximize and spend all that money on a particular property. So the amount that they want to spend has more competition, in this particular area in the Northeast, and they're not able to find what it is that they're looking for. So I don't think it's just not enough homes have been built. You'll see a lot of those statistics and things like that, that they'll show you that we haven't built a certain amount since before the pandemic or over the last 10 to 15 years. But there is supply out there, and either it be the foreclosure supply that needs to come to the market so investors could possibly fix it up or sell to first-time home buyers. They could take those homes and do whatever it is that they want to do with them, and as well as some of this new construction that's not not finished and not able to be sold at the profit margins that the builders want. So if we could get that kind of situated, and I think there's some things within this year 2025 that'll maybe get those two categories moving in the right direction to help the supply, quote unquote, the supply. So check out the video, check out the 2 articles. You can make your own decision, but we'll see what happens this year. All right, talk to everybody soon. Have a great day.